Hello, friends. We meet again. It is I, rebelpodge. Yes, hi guys, it's rebelpodge from Geeking It Up a Notch at geekingitupanotch.co.uk, and I'm back again for some more Mirror's Edge. So apologies for that introduction. Didn't want to scare you. This week it's week 6 of the series, and I'm taking on mission number 4, which is called Ropeburn. And if you were paying attention last week, you'll know that Ropeburn is Travis Burfield, that's his nickname, and we are heading to an abandoned building. And the reason for that is, again, if you watched last week, you'd have seen that Travis Burfield definitely has something to do with this whole plot involving my sister being framed and Pope being killed, and he's off to meet somebody in an abandoned building today. So we're going to go and pay them a visit. Now you may have noticed right at the start of this video that we saw a helicopter, and Merc seems to think that that dude in the helicopter, or that woman maybe, who knows, you'll have to wait and find out. The person in that helicopter is definitely going to see Ropeburn. He's got a feeling, so we're going to follow it. And it's just landed, so let's head in this general direction, shall we? And if you pay attention here, this is the first of the 3 bags in this mission. And it's a really tiny bag, so it's really hard to see despite being quite out in the open. But there it is. The tiniest bag you'll see today. So I'm going to speed this part up because, yeah, I make a few mistakes. And rather than edit them out, and have a couple of embarrassing edits as I usually do, I figured I'd just speed it up and try and gloss over the fact that it was a problem. In all fairness, it could have been worse, right? So in this part, you're just making your way through this abandoned building. It's all fun and games. There's lots of rats, as you'll see. And Merc seems to be busting your chops about whether you're there yet or not. I don't know why he always does that. It doesn't matter how quick you are. He always seems to say, "Are you there yet?" And you have to say no. So I was going to attempt something cool there and do a wall run, but I thought better of the whole situation. And decided to just jump over. So this part... I hate the way it's so slow to turn back around on yourself. And I did intend to jump off that wall and jump onto those poles that you saw glow red, which I just looked back up at. But for some reason, my finger slipped and I missed the button. So apologies for that, you know, minor problem there. And here's something I always forget. You can't go further, you can't progress until you've turned off this little valve. Because there's, you know, hot steam in the way or something. And up this ladder. And through this red door. And, oh no. You dirty bastard. So there's Ropeburn, the guy in the suit, and the guy in white is actually Miller. That's the chief of police, the chief of the blues. Oh, I can't believe he's involved. This shit's going down now. And... oh, Ropeburn, get off me, man! Oh yeah, no one messes with you, eh? We'll see about that, shall we? So, throws me off a building, and look at this. He's like the motherfucking Incredible Hulk. Just bursts through this this wood like it was nothing, and it all just disintegrates. Really awesome. And you've got to hit Y just in time there to take out, well, to grab his pipe in a non-sexual way, and this is what happens. He starts to dangle off the building, and I tell him, "Talk, you rat." And he tells me that, yes, he was involved with Pope's murder. He did hire a professional to take down the Pope, but he doesn't reveal who that professional is. And Faith also asks him what Miller's got to do with it. That's the chief of police. But before he can tell her, he gets shot in the back by someone in the distance and falls to his death. So there's another character dead, another lead lost. But he did, however, say that, oh, what's up with this level loading? Just when I'm about to run into the room. He did, however, say that he's going to meet someone tomorrow at the New Eden Mall. That's the person who shot Pope. So, We're going to go to the mall in the next mission. Just in case you wanted to know what was coming up next. That's what's going on next. So here's a little brief sequence where we're trying to escape because, as always, there's some guards looking for us. And whoa! Almost fell right off that lift there. And I just about managed to make it to this other lift because I think this is going to crash, but somehow hard landing despite it only being such a short fall. And here's the second bag that I always usually miss. Little symbol there. And then guard pries open these doors. Boom! Eat this. And he only seems to take like one punch to go down, which is pretty sweet. There's the second bag. So now we can proceed as normal through this little vent. Oh, another hard landing. I must get better at landing these things. So without further ado, let's head the only way we can obviously go here, with the two red poles. Back on ourselves onto this little walkway. And this one's pretty cool. We're going to wall run, turn, and swing around the corner. Nice. Can take a few attempts to get that right, but I did it first time. No edits required, baby. So, yeah. This bit's just making way through over this fence. Looks as though you can climb it, but it's got that barbed wire stuff on the top, so, you know, had to do some wall running and stuff. And here, just coming around this corner, I seem to encounter another one of these random glitches where I'm too fast for the game, baby. And I press this button, and these sort of fences are supposed to open in front of me, but it takes another press for them to actually do anything. It's terrible. I just break life every time I play this game. And how cool is this, right? Sliding down the centre of these. Nah, no running down the actual stairs for me. I'll take the slide. So here, you're just going to avoid as many guards as you can, except this guy you're going to kick in the face, punch a couple of times for good measure. And remember, I'm not killing anyone, so just got to run away, really. And you can see this red pole up in the distance. Go up this ladder, and over this pole. And you can get shot a few times, as I just did there. But I think if you just ignore them, you're okay for the most part. And he took down that one guy for flair, because I know you guys like that. So, this bit's a bit of a bitch. The third bag is actually up here. And if you miss these jumps, I think you missed the bag. There's probably another way up, but you turn around, you grab the bag up on this ledge. And yeah, I think you do have to restart the mission if you can't make it up there. Maybe someone will tell me otherwise. If you do know of a way to get up there without making that jump first time, let me know in the comments. I would appreciate it. I do like comments. I don't think I've ever had any, but I'm sure I'd like them if I ever did. Right, so here we go, out of order on this janitor's door. And there's a switch that's up in some crazy room here, so you kind of have to jump back on yourself and find this switch that opens this random door. I don't really know what... I don't know why this would ever be a thing. Emergency door override in an unreachable location. Yeah, that would work well in a fire, right? And now we're on the train tracks, and we're gearing up towards the awesome ending of this level. And I had to speed this part up because I knew a train was coming. I just thought I'd wait here for a while, and I ended up waiting for too long. I could have easily made it to where I wanted to without getting ran over by the train. Oh, and that's a fail. There's a fence that side. Run the other side, you fool! But yeah, be careful, because you can be hit by the train, and it ain't pretty. So you climb up here, you run round, you jump back on yourself, we're going to do some swinging, and you can be hit by the train while you're on the pole, so be careful there, because that has happened to me a few times. And now we're going to fall through this bit with these fans. And I always think this jump's really hard to make. I don't know, it looks like it's too far for Faith to jump, but she just seems to land on that pole. Just. Here's another one of those really hidden sort of switches with a little tiny bit of red. It's quite easy to miss. And you're back on yourself and through these little fans. And I had intended to slide under that and make it look a lot cooler than it actually did, but oh well. And here's the awesome ending I was talking about. We're going to escape on the back of a motherfudging train. And it's one of those classic train escape sequences where you've got to avoid stuff on the roof. You know it is with these things. We've all been here, right? Whew, look at that. Whew, flying past me like nobody's business. Oh, I'm actually dodging as I narrate this video. And I've jumped over to another train. Cool. Cool. Not going to let anything slow me down here. I have to escape. There's another train. Can I jump to it? Lots of ducking. Oh, and here's a little trick to avoid getting hit by the train. You're going to scooch over to the right-hand side of this train and kind of nudge yourself when it starts to, like, you know, spark like this. And you're going to sort of position yourself here so you hit the exit sign and get knocked off the train early. And that saves you a load of time in speed runs and make sure that you don't get hit by the train that's following behind you. And that's it, that's all there is to the level. There's Celeste. And that, that crash was actually the other train, so beat it nicely. And there we go, chapter 4 complete. Another 20G. Oh, they're just dishing them out here left, right and centre. So in this scene, I'm just talking to Celeste. She's telling me, why don't I just lay a low profile, you know? And Faith is saying, no, the November riots changed me. I abandoned my family. I abandoned my sister. I owe it to her. I've got to do what I can to save her. And Celeste says, okay, well, it's your life, but, you know, it's dangerous. Be careful. And she goes, don't worry, I can handle myself. Right, that was it, guys. Stick around to next week because you'll get to see me go to the mall. Yay! I've been rebelpodge for Geeking It Up a Notch at geekingitupanotch.co.uk. Please like and subscribe. Bye!